So you came on the show, and then look at what happens with you. You wind up like hooking up with a girl pretty quickly. That's your
Yeah,
best friends.
yeah. I was curious to see how that played out. It was interesting to see how that played out. But yeah, it happened, and now it's like this season. It's sort of the fight for her to gaining her trust back and just sort of hearing me out and explaining myself, and hopefully I can smooth the situation that's happening right now over again. But we'll see.
Well, do we?
I wish I could tell. I would be in a lot of trouble.
So when you heard that, he was leaving for The Beautiful Life,
Yeah.
and then the show got canceled,
Yeah.
were you like, oh crap?
No, I wasn't. And Nico and I get along really well. We actually became pretty good friends like the first day of shooting. Like my first episode on his last, where we play at the party. We became pretty good friends, and then so yeah, when he came back, I kind of knew how they were gonna throw that story. Take that story in what direction. So I was excited. I was like, cool. Nico's back, and we'll be enemies for a while, and yeah.
So you play a rocker on the show.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to be more, an actor or a rocker or a gymnast? Even though you're not one of the gymnasts on the show.
Yeah, I definitely, gymnasts would not even make that list. I would definitely say I like them both equally, 50-50. It's great because they're both just such fulfilling outlets that, it's, like I was saying in another interview, that it's great to be able to, be on a show that allows me to act, but also play music, and because we actually take the time to learn these songs, and
Oh, really?
the bands, we'll play with the real guys, and they'll teach us all the chord structures and things like that. So it's fun to be able to work music into that. But I mean, I'm always writing music and recording music, so I like doing them both equally. Kind of just keep busy and keep that creative. When I'm not acting, I'm playing music or writing music, and vice versa. And so yeah, there's not one that I want to do more per se. Just sort of doing both. You know.
Now, your music has kind of gotten you into trouble on this show this week.
Yeah, yeah, it has. Well, my attempt, I guess, at my own music has gotten me in trouble. But like I said, I'm not going down without a fight. So just gotta get her to hear me out.
Well, you've been really supportive to the character on the show. I mean, that's like the one good thing. Like, is that you in real life? Like, are you that supportive to your girlfriends?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of similarities in that way. Um, I'm a little more, I think, shy initially. Like this question was asked before, and when it comes to girls, like I'm not really right away the aggressor. It takes me a while. I'm more of like I don't know. I have to see her, how she feels, get a vibe, and slowly, make a move and whatnot. But yeah, it's a lot of similarities. Definitely is supportive, and I would approach this situation that is going on now in the episodes the same way. It's kind of, you care about somebody that much, you work at it, and you fight for it. You don't just back down, and it happens.
Did you think that your character? I mean, when did you find out that your character was going to go after Emily?
Like fourth episode for the show, my second in, like right after Razor leaves and goes, Nico leaves and goes to the other show. I kind of knew, like, they set it up when they say, watch out for her while I'm gone, and I'm like, yeah, I hear you, no worries. And then, and you're young, you work with somebody like that, she's super cool, she's cute, it's gonna happen. It's like, and they weren't, they weren't dating anyway, so.
It was that sexual tension.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you can tell me of what's coming up for you on the show?
It's actually this episode Monday is a really good one. I mean, I can't say too much. It's a prom episode, and judging by what's out there online now, and like on the previews and stuff, we're at prom and our band's playing, and there's some situations that arise that have interesting outcomes, but I can't say too much without giving stuff away, you know. But the rest of the season, trust me, it's in all aspects, not just with what's going on with Emily and Damon, or Emily and Razor, or Emily and Leo, or Emily and whoever. It's like all the characters. There's a lot of good stuff coming. I think people are really going to enjoy this sort of the last stretch home of the first season. So.
Now you got me going, I
Yeah.
wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It'll be arresting?
Very, very interesting, yeah.
No, arresting.
Oh, well, no.
No. No more. Okay.
No more jail time, I can say that. I messed up once.
And that's
I'm not
it.
going to do it again.
So you're not going to go after any of the other gymnasts? Your eyes are only on Emily?
I mean, I can't say. I can't say what happens. I can just say there's some good stuff coming ahead, and stay tuned. I mean, yeah.
What else do you have coming up?
There's a movie that I did that won some awards at festivals. I actually won a Best Supporting Actor award for, which is great. It's playing Carrie Ann Moss and Richard E. Grant's son in this movie. It's a romantic comedy called Love Hurts, and it opened to select theaters around here for a while, and now it's going to be, like most films nowadays, DVD pretty fast. So it'll be out pretty soon on DVD, so you can check that out and be on Netflix, out everywhere. And then I also have an independent film called Fort McCoy. It's based upon this family that lives on this POW camp during World War II, and I play this Texas soldier that's he's really close to the family on the base, and the kids get really attached to. He's like the big brother of the group, and then so it's a really good film, really good film, and I don't know status when that's gonna be released yet. It just got done with the post production, so it'll make its way out however it makes its way out, and I'll know more in the future, I think. And then other than that, still writing music, and there's a EP up right now on iTunes that I have. It's like a 4-song EP that I wrote, and it's on iTunes and Amazon and all that stuff now, and MySpace. You can check it out. And so just day by day.
Where should my readers find it on MySpace?
Just Johnny Pacar Music, MySpace.com/Johnny Pacar Music, and then on iTunes just Johnny Pacar, and the album's called The Moment of Time. It's 4 songs, and so
Really?
always writing more and hoping to record more and get it out there within the next couple months. So.
And at least this show is helping with that.
Yeah, it's great. So this show's a fantastic show to work on, and so a lot of fun.
So when you auditioned, you knew you were going to be playing music on the show?
Yeah, I knew he was the guitar player in the band, and I actually went into the audition. I think most of the guys that auditioned that I saw there, we all had our guitars ready to go. We didn't really have time to perform any songs or anything for the audition, because they were seeing so many people and pressed for time. So, but I was prepared. Yeah, I think it was a requirement that you know what you're doing on a guitar. So,
That doesn't mean anything.
yeah. Yeah. So.
Very cool. Thank you so